Hi, it's Jenny DiDonato with MadeFit TV. Are you stuck in a rut? Well, then work with me one-on-one online. Customized nutrition plans and workout programs designed specifically for you and your goals. Go to madefitonline.com for details. Hey guys, it's Jenny from MadeFit TV. Coming up, we have the fourth in a 5-part series of how to establish the right goals for you, and also our MadeFit TV viewer email of the week, which actually came from Facebook. MadeFit TV starts right now. Hey everyone, welcome to MadeFit TV. I'm your host, Jennifer DiDonato, and this is episode number 115. MadeFit TV is everyone's source for health and fitness information and entertainment, and it's where fit bodies don't just happen like poof. They're made, but you can make it. That's the good news. So welcome to the show, and like I said, today is the fourth in a 5-part series of how to establish the right goals for you. We already went over the fact that you have to, want to strive for the goal. Don't envy the person. You just want to strive for that goal. Also talked about body types. Also talked about what types of activities are great for your specific body type. And now number 4 is how to establish your goal. We already established kind of what you're good at. Now we have to focus on how to establish the goal, how to get started. Well, number 1, you just have to make sure that you are setting an attainable daily goal. You want to focus on the objective. You don't want to focus on the huge goal, because that is the light at the end of the tunnel. That is the journey that you will reach after a while, but you don't want to get overwhelmed from that. So you want to make sure that you're setting daily attainable goals. That could be anything from cleaning up your diet, maybe eliminating one type of food that you've been eating for a long time, or maybe even adding 5 more minutes to your morning walk, a daily attainable goal. Number 2, set an attainable weekly goal. All those little daily goals will add up, and you want to make sure you're holding yourself accountable and hitting those goals, whether it be every Sunday or every Monday, making sure that you have it in the front of your mind and that you are shooting for that goal, because that's what keeps you on track to hit the final goal at the end of your journey. Number 3 is having positive self-talk. You can't get anywhere if you're constantly feeling bad about yourself. And that's why I focus on making sure that you're doing something that you can excel at. Because who wants to do something that makes them feel bad about themselves? Because in that way, it just snowballs, and then you're feeling bad about yourself. And then it makes you wonder, why the heck am I even doing this in the first place? So you want to make sure you always have positive self-talk, and making sure that you are taking that motivation from within and reminding yourself of why you're doing it and why it's so good for you. And that leads me to number 4, is reminding yourself why you're putting your goals first and why they mean so much to you. Because all of us have something inside of us that drives us. So you want to make sure that you're reminding yourself of that. And a good way to do it is, even when you wake up in the morning, on your mirror, in the bathroom, maybe you have a nice motivational saying or something that reminds you every day, or maybe having that morning cup of coffee every day will remind you, I'm going to have energy today, I'm going to feel good, or making yourself that healthy breakfast, something that reminds you to kickstart your day of why your goal matters so much, or even a picture of a loved one that maybe you lost from, a condition that maybe was health related. Anything. It can be anything. There are no rules. That's the good thing about that. And number 5, surround yourself with positive influences, and that can be anything from people, it can be anything from places, thoughts, objects, something that's positive, that is keeping you going. Because all of us, we're talking about that self-talk. You want to have positive self-talk, but sometimes some days can be more rough than others. I'm not going to lie. We're all human. We all get that way, but that's okay. So just make sure that you have that support system no matter what it is. Even if it's a little shopping trip at the end of your week, something that's positive that can keep you motivated and focused and make you feel good about yourself. And number 6, have fun. You want to have fun. If you're not having fun, you're not going to want to do it, and it's going to feel like a chore. Just make sure you have fun. Take some pressure off yourself and just enjoy the goal and enjoy the journey. And finally, number 7, accept imperfection. You have to accept yourself. We're all imperfect, but that's what makes us all unique. So you want to make sure that you're not focusing on those little things that make you feel bad about yourself. You just want to accept them, and you want to make sure you're focusing on the good things, the good qualities, because all of us have our little demons. All of us have something inside of us or something about us that we're just not happy about, but that's okay, because that's what makes us all unique, and we're all here to support each other. So accept those imperfections, move on, and make them work push you, make them work towards your goal. Don't make them work against your goal. Okay, so I hope that helps everyone in narrowing down and focusing on how to establish that goal. Remember, small baby steps, that's how you get to the big picture. You don't want to become overwhelmed by something that you feel like you can't achieve. If you have any questions, you can comment right at the bottom of this video on MadeFitTV.com. Make sure you comment right on the bottom because we have a lot of good conversation going on there. You can also email me at Jenny@MadeFitTV.com. All right, here's your viewer email of the week. Okay, now time for our viewer email of the week, and this one comes from Tara on Facebook. And I've been in communication with her a few times, and this is a part of an email that she sent me that I thought would help a lot of people. She says, does eating the smaller meals so frequently really make a difference? You hear so much about eating when you're not hungry, but I think I should listen to my body more and stop when I'm full. My boyfriend thinks it's kind of like stuffing a turkey. You can only put so much in there. All right, Tara, thanks so much for that question. What I want to emphasize is eating small meals throughout the day is important to fuel your metabolism. If you're eating big meals a bunch of times a day, of course, that's going to feel like you're stuffing a turkey because you're overeating. What you want to make sure that you're doing is eating to the point where you're satisfied and eating every maybe 2 to 4 hours, because when you frequently fuel your body, that promotes your body to frequently burn calories throughout the day. And that is the key to starting to jumpstart your metabolism and having your food work for you and not against you. So yes, you do want to listen to your body. You don't want to stuff yourself. But if you're as active as you want to be in reaching your goals, you're going to be hungry every 3 to 4 hours, guaranteed. So the key here is to make sure that you're eating frequently throughout the day. And you want to make sure that you're eating smaller, moderate amount portions of the proteins, the healthy fats, and the carbohydrates, anywhere from about 200 or 150 to 300 calories every couple hours. That'll add up to anywhere from, depending on the person, 1,200 to 2,000 calories a day. If you're a guy or a girl, it all depends. But this way, you're fueling your metabolism, you're promoting your body to burn those calories because you're taking in healthy calories to fuel you through your day. So maybe look at it from that perspective. Don't overeat, but you want to listen to your body, but you want to make sure you're also not going a long time without eating, because when you do, that's when your body starts to store that food if you're going 8 hours and then eating a huge meal. So try to start eating small meals frequently and you'll see a difference. All right, thanks so much for that email. And if you'd like your email read on MadeFitTV.com, you can email me at Jenny@MadeFitTV.com, or you can email me through the Ask Jenny button right on the homepage right there. And also, you can follow me on Facebook, Facebook.com/JennyDiDonato, and also on Twitter, Twitter.com/JennyDiDonato, and also join the fan page as well, Facebook.com/MadeFitTV, and you can send me messages through there as well. So thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to tune in next week for the final 5th in the 5-part series of how to establish the right goals for you. Until then, I will see you next time. Bye.